garden has a remarkable way of shaping the atmosphere of a home. With sunlight filtering through leaves, the quiet texture of stone beneath your feet, and the fragrance of herbs carried on the breeze, even a small outdoor space can feel timeless and deeply inviting. Today's video explores beautiful small Italian garden ideas inspired by classic Mediterranean charm, where thoughtful layouts, warm materials, and balanced planting create elegance without requiring a large yard. Here on Rustic and Rooted, we celebrate outdoor spaces that feel calm, refined, and naturally connected to the rhythms of everyday living. In a small Italian garden, stone pathways create a sense of order and graceful movement. Pale limestone or warm travertine works beautifully, offering subtle color variations that catch the sunlight throughout the day. Narrow paths help guide the eye while preserving valuable planting space, especially in compact layouts. Slightly irregular joints between stones can soften the look without feeling rustic, keeping the design refined and Mediterranean. Consider edging the pathway with low herbs such as thyme or dwarf lavender, so the greenery gently frames each step. Over time, the stone surface develops a soft patina, giving the garden a calm, established appearance that feels naturally integrated with its surroundings. Terracotta containers are a defining element of Mediterranean gardens, and thoughtful placement makes them especially effective in smaller spaces. Choose medium and small pots rather than large statement pieces, so the arrangement feels balanced and easy to manage. Grouping them in sets of 3 or 5 along a terrace edge or beside a wall creates visual rhythm without clutter. Herbs such as rosemary, basil, and oregano thrive in these breathable clay pots, which help regulate soil moisture. A simple watering routine and occasional rotation toward the sun keeps plants healthy. The warm clay tones also contrast beautifully with pale stone paving and green foliage. Symmetry has long shaped traditional Italian gardens, creating spaces that feel composed and harmonious. Even a very small yard can benefit from this principle. Start by imagining a central axis, perhaps a straight path, a narrow courtyard, or a small open square. Planting beds on each side can mirror one another with matching shrubs or repeated textures. Low hedges, clipped lavender borders, or evenly spaced terracotta containers reinforce the balance. This approach helps the garden appear organized rather than crowded. When every element relates to another across the space, the layout becomes easier to understand visually, giving the garden a calm structure that feels intentional and elegant. Next, consider introducing a focal point that anchors the entire garden. In many Italian courtyards, a modest fountain or small stone sculpture occupies the center of the space. Even in a tight layout, this feature draws the eye and establishes a quiet visual pause. A circular paving pattern around the fountain can subtly emphasize the centerpiece while keeping the area open. Gentle water sounds add a soothing presence, especially on warm afternoons when the garden feels still and sunlit. Surrounding the focal point with low greenery keeps the view clear, allowing the feature to remain elegant rather than overwhelming the small courtyard. Neatly clipped hedges provide structure while maintaining a refined Mediterranean atmosphere. Boxwood, myrtle, or similar compact shrubs work well because they tolerate regular shaping and remain dense throughout the year. When used as borders around planting beds, hedges create clear outlines that keep the design visually tidy. In smaller gardens, keep them low, usually knee height or slightly below, so they define space without blocking views. Regular trimming once every few weeks during the growing season helps preserve their crisp form. The deep green color also provides a steady backdrop for lighter paving, terracotta tones, and flowering plants. Moving to the vertical surfaces, climbing vines offer an elegant way to soften plain walls and introduce greenery without occupying ground space. Mediterranean gardens often feature ivy, jasmine, or grapevines trained along stucco or stone facades. Installing simple metal wires or slender trellises allows the plants to spread evenly as they grow. Over time, the leaves create layers of texture that shift with sunlight and shadow. In the evening, a faint fragrance from flowering vines may drift through the air, adding a gentle sensory element to the courtyard. Vertical greenery also cools the walls slightly, making the garden more comfortable during warmer months. Gravel surfaces are practical and visually light, making them a smart choice for compact Mediterranean gardens. Fine pale gravel reflects sunlight, helping the space feel brighter even when surrounded by walls or hedges. It also allows rainwater to drain naturally, reducing maintenance compared with solid paving. To keep the area tidy, install a firm base layer and subtle edging so the gravel remains contained. Occasional raking refreshes the surface and smooths out footprints. Because gravel creates a soft crunch underfoot, it introduces a quiet texture to everyday movement through the garden. Next, slender wrought iron furniture provides seating without visually crowding the space. A small round table with two lightweight chairs works well for narrow patios or terraces. Dark iron contrasts elegantly with pale stone floors and terracotta accents, maintaining the classic Mediterranean palette. Choose simple, open designs so light and air move easily through the furniture shapes. Adding thin seat cushions in soft neutral fabrics keeps the arrangement comfortable without overwhelming the setting. Because these pieces are durable and compact, they can easily be repositioned to follow the sun or shade during different times of day. Layered planting gives depth to a small garden while keeping the layout organized. Begin with low-growing herbs near the edges of paths, then introduce medium shrubs behind them, and finish with taller sculptural plants toward the back of beds or along walls. This gradual rise in height prevents the garden from appearing flat. Silvery olive foliage, lavender mounds, and slender cypress forms are common Mediterranean choices that complement each other naturally. The combination of textures, soft leaves, upright stems, and aromatic herbs creates subtle movement as breezes pass through the space. Finally, a soft neutral palette ties the entire garden together. Shades of cream, sand, pale stone, and warm clay reflect the colors often seen across Mediterranean landscapes. Walls finished in light stucco amplify natural daylight, while terracotta containers introduce gentle warmth without dominating the scene. Even the plants contribute to this restrained palette, with silvery leaves and muted greens blending easily with the architecture. The overall effect feels peaceful and balanced, like stepping into a quiet courtyard where the sunlight lingers on stone surfaces, and the atmosphere invites slow, unhurried moments outdoors. Small gardens can hold extraordinary beauty when each element is chosen with care. From elegant stone pathways and symmetrical layouts to terracotta containers and layered greenery, these Mediterranean-inspired ideas show how thoughtful design can bring harmony and character to even the most compact courtyard. A well-loved garden becomes more than decoration. It becomes a quiet place to breathe, reflect, and reconnect with nature. If these ideas inspired you to shape your own peaceful outdoor retreat, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your garden journey might inspire someone else too.